Hey guys, I wanted to do my 23-week pregnancy update. So I'm going to show you guys a belly shot first. So I am 23 weeks and today is Thursday, so 23 weeks, and my due date changed once again to July 14th if you guys didn't know. I think I put it on my Facebook. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 days. 23 weeks and 5 days. So every Saturday I'm a new week. That's what I'm just going off of. So don't mind my hair. I just got out of the shower. All I did was fix my bangs because these things need to be fixed. Otherwise I look ridiculous. So let me show you guys my belly. So here is my belly at 23 weeks. Let me do like a back shot. Do I look pregnant from the back? And there is the belly shot. So there was my belly shot, and I'm going to talk about some of the symptoms that I've been having. I've never done a pregnancy vlog before, but I was watching some, pregnancy vlogs, and I took notes on what those girls were saying, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing, kind of. Okay, so some of the symptoms that I've been having is, one, I go to the restroom a lot. I'm peeing all the time, and I'll drink something and have to pee. The baby kicks so much, so if he kicks, my bladder is just like, it's done. I need to go to the bathroom. I can't wait. I just have to go. So I pee a lot, especially during the night. I get up at least 2, 3, I think the most that I've gotten up is like 4 times one night, and it was like every hour. I just could not sleep through having to go pee, which is not a bad thing because it's actually bad to hold your pee, So I pee a lot, but I'm constantly drinking fluids because, I'm like really thirsty, always drinking water, so, and it's good for you anyway, so hello, you're bound to pee, especially that, your bladder is like half the size it was because you have no room. So I drink lots of fluids, so I'm always going to the bathroom, and it's like when I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta go, so can't hold it. Oh, I get growing pains every week. I'll get like, it feels like bloating, it feels like a little bit of cramping and pulling, and it's like, and I have to like kind of sit there and wait it out. It'll like last, and I think those are growing pains. It's not like a pain where I should be worried about, but it's just like a, your stomach is stretching, the baby's growing, so I do feel those growing pains. I don't know if, if you're pregnant, if you feel those things, but I do feel those growing pains, I'm calling them. I don't know what else to call them. I used to have really bad round ligament pain on the right hand side of my stomach, and round ligament pain is just because there's a muscle that's attached to your cervix or something like that, and it's stretching while your uterus is stretching, so your body's not used to that, and that's what's called the round ligament pain. It's a really sharp pain, and I had that for like a good week. It was hard to walk. I don't know, I was kind of worried, but I took it easy for a few days and it went away. So that's good. I've only gained 7 pounds throughout being pregnant. When I was in my first trimester, I was really like sick. I couldn't eat. I got nauseous all the time. So I lost 7 pounds in my first trimester. So then I started eating. I got my appetite back, and I'm able to eat now. And so I've gained 7 pounds back. So I'm pretty much at the same weight I was before I got pregnant, and which is kind of a good thing. The baby's healthy. I'm not like malnourished or anything. Getting all my nutrients, but I'm not trying to gain that much weight anyway, so I do keep a tab on like what I'm eating, because I just want the baby to grow and not so much me, you know what I mean? So I do try to eat healthy. Don't get me wrong, I'll go get some pizza or I'll go eat some Mexican food, and I'll eat like some fattening food sometimes, but I do keep an eye on what I'm eating, and I'll only eat a small amount of it, because anyway, my stomach doesn't allow me to eat that much. I have to eat really small meals throughout the day, which is what you're supposed to do anyway, so I'm trying to do everything according to the book. So that's my eating, although for a few days I've been getting a little bit nauseous again, and I'm like, no, Lord, please don't make me nauseous again. Please don't let this nausea come back. I don't want it. But I've been getting a little bit nauseous, like, after I eat. So I need to make sure that I'm still eating small meals. I don't want to get full. So I've been getting a little bit nauseous for a few days. And it'll happen like random times of the day. So I hope my morning sickness doesn't come back. But my sickness, it wasn't just morning sickness. It lasted all day long. And I would literally go the whole day without eating, or the whole day just drinking water and eating fruit, because that's all I could eat. Everything else would make me sick. So my back hurts. That's the next thing I want to talk about. My back hurts. I already had back problems because, I don't know, I went last year and I found out that I have bulging discs in my spine. I don't know what they're from. I think it was from this personal trainer that I worked out with. He worked me out like really hard, and I'm not going to blame him, but I do have bigger boobies up top, so it's like I have to be careful what I do. So, I do get back pain regularly, so I do have to be careful. Like my sciatic nerve on the right hand side gets really painful, and it's almost like you feel like you're gonna fall, like your leg gives out. So I have to stretch a lot, which if you have back pain, that's what you should be doing anyway. I didn't go to physical therapy or anything, because they're just gonna tell you to stretch. So I just stretch. It is a little bit hard to stretch though, because my stomach is kind of in the way. So I do stretch for my back pain. I take it easy. I bend at the knees. I try not to bend forward. And yeah, I just have to keep tabs on that. And then once the baby's here, I have to lose a lot more weight in order to keep my back in check, which, because it's not good to have big boobs. I just naturally have big boobs. So maybe I'll get like a breast reduction. I think my insurance will pay for it. I would be willing to do that as long as I could still breastfeed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to breastfeed. I think I'm going to be able to. I hope so. But I do plan on breastfeeding. Stretch marks. I am getting stretch marks. And the thing about stretch marks is you get them no matter what you do. If you're lucky and you don't get them, it could be your genetics. It's just hereditary for some people not to get stretch marks. But they say if your mom has them, you're going to get them. But you have to think about your dad's skin too. Like, you don't know your dad's skin. Some women just don't get them. They're just lucky and they don't get them. But let me just tell you that there's no cream in the world that can prevent stretch marks. There are so many products out there that claim to prevent stretch marks and help you fade them. There is nothing in this entire planet that will make your stretch marks go away or prevent you from getting stretch marks. Guarantee it. It's a fact. Look it up. But the reason why is because stretch marks happen underneath the skin before they happen on top of the skin. They happen in the middle layer of the skin called the dermis, and they come to the skin, they come up and you see them and they suck. So yes, I have stretch marks. The only creams that you really need are creams that are just going to prevent the itching. So just heavily moisturize your body, your hips, your stomach, your thighs, your breasts. Heavily moisturize with a really good moisturizer to prevent itching. You don't or itching and scratching. You don't want to scratch either, because scratching can actually make it worse. Stretch marks happen when you gain weight, and if you lose weight too fast, or if you gain too much muscle. Like bodybuilders, they'll get like stretch marks around their arms and whatever, their shoulders. So I will say it again, I repeat, you cannot prevent stretch marks. You can use whatever cream you want, you can't prevent them. I'm sorry. But if you're one of the lucky ones, good for you. I'm so jealous of you because you won't get stretch marks, or you don't have them, or whatever. But I have them, and I'm going to spare you the sight of the stretch marks because we all know what they look like. Okay, so clothes. I still fit into my clothes, like my pants. I can still wear my jeans. They are uncomfortable, my jeans, when I wear them. So I wear like a belly band that I got from Target. It was like $16.99, and they have like nude, white, and black. So I just got the white one, but I'm gonna go back and get like the nude and the black one. But I do have that. The white one though, my washer kind of like screwed it up and like stained it, so it looks kind of gray now. It's kind of ugly, so I really don't use it that much. I just stick to leggings, and Victoria's Secret yoga pants are really, really comfy. So if you're looking for like pants, I like the Victoria's Secret yoga pants. They have like the legging style, and then they have like the boot cut. So I do have those. I have like the black with the white trim, and then the black with the black trim. And then I got some leggings from Marshalls. I think I went to Marshalls and they have some cheap leggings there. And I got like a really big size, so like my stomach doesn't hurt. So I do still fit into my clothes, although my shirts are getting a little bit short. So I went to Walmart, and this shirt is from Walmart, and it was $4.98, and I got a bunch of shirts in like double XL, and I washed them to shrink them a little bit, so because they were like baggy, they're kind of baggy, so I did shrink them before I wore them, because they're 100% cotton. So that's the shirts that I'm wearing. I got yellow, 2 white ones, and like this pink one, so just to hold me off for now. But I still pretty much fit into everything else. My sweaters don't close. I can't zip my sweaters up, so I don't know. Have to get some more sweaters, but good thing that spring is here now, because it's starting to get like pretty outside. Well, today's kind of ugly, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's starting to get really nice. Hopefully it'll get really nice soon, because I freaking hate ugly, muggy weather, cold. I just don't like it. I'm not that type of person that, oh, it's raining, I love it. I mean, although I do like to, you know, snuggle up on the couch with the blanket, but yeah. Oh, and then another thing, some people wanted to find out like how I found out I was pregnant. Well, it all happened one day, well, not one day, but what happened was I was having cramping, and I didn't know that I was experiencing the implantation cramping. I think I'm saying that right, where the baby is implanting into your uterus. I was experiencing that. I thought it was my regular cramps. I thought I was going to start my period. I was like, okay, I'm going to start my period. It was so sucky because I was on my way on a business trip to New York, and I was like, oh great, I'm going to get my period. This sucks. But I went to New York. I had some light pink spotting. I'm sorry if this is TMI for you, too much information, but I'm just telling you guys. And so I was like, okay, great, I'm going to start my period, whatever. Well, went to New York, came back 2 days later, and I still didn't have my period. Went a whole week. I was like, okay, this is off. This is like weird. I'm not going to say that we weren't trying, because we were, but I just didn't think it was going to happen that fast. Like honestly, a month or a week or what, I don't know. So it happened really fast, and we were in bed, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. I'm not starting my period. I'm having these cramps. I looked online. I read about the cramps that you get when the baby's implanting. So I was like, maybe you should go get some pregnancy tests. So Alex went to the store one morning, bought some really cheapo pregnancy tests. We were in the bathroom together. I did them. We had them upside down. We had them upside down on the sink, on the counter, and 3 minutes later, I turned them over, and we both found out at the same time that I was pregnant. We were like, I think my heart stopped. I think my heart stopped, and I looked at him, and I think his heart stopped too, because we were like, we couldn't believe it. Like, we just really couldn't believe it. And so that's how I found out that I was pregnant, just for those of you who keep on asking. And then right away we told my mom, or I told my mom. My mom was the only one I told, or was like the first person I told. So she was like, oh, we have to go to the store. So we went to the store. We bought like the really expensive, I think, first response. Those things are expensive. Pregnancy tests, and she had me take them at my grandma's house, and I was, you know, confirmed I was pregnant. So I was like, oh my god. So then we told my dad and my brothers and my best friend, and yeah. So we didn't tell too many people at once, but yeah, that's how we found out I was pregnant. And then another thing, when I went to my ultrasound, I'm not trying to freak anybody out, because I was freaked out, but the doctor said that my placenta looked a little bit low. Your placenta is supposed to be like on the side of the baby or kind of high, but she said it looked a little bit low. So she didn't want to worry me, but they just wanted to monitor to make sure that I didn't get placenta previa. So I was like put on kind of like rest. I couldn't do lots of activity, no heavy lifting, pelvic rest, no long walking. So for like the past 4 weeks, I've just been taking it easy, like really, really easy. And I'm praying that I don't have placenta previa, because if you do have that, it can be life-threatening, can be dangerous if you go into labor before you're supposed to, because then that means that the placenta comes out before the baby, which is really, really dangerous. And then you could just read all kinds of stuff about it. But I'm praying that I don't have it. They just wanted to monitor me. I have an appointment Friday, tomorrow. I have an appointment to see my doctor, and hopefully she tells me something. Hopefully the placenta has moved up, but if it hasn't moved up, you can't be that scared. That means you have to have a C-section. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to have a C-section or not, but we will see. I'll keep you guys updated. So that is about it for my 23-week update. I'm keeping myself, relaxed, and I allow myself to be lazy. I do. Even though I get stuff done, I do allow myself to just chill and not do anything and just sit there and feel the baby move. And he kicks me so much, and Alex felt him kick already. He felt him kick like last week, especially when I'm laying down or laying on my side or sitting. This boy kicks up a storm, and he'll kick after I eat something, and he'll kick if I'm like laughing or music is on. He'll start kicking. It's the most beautiful, precious thing in the world. So I love it. So yeah, that is my 23-week update. I know this video is really, really long. I'm going to try to shorten it as much as I can. But for those of you who have stayed and listened to all of the symptoms, please let me know any symptoms that you're having. If you have any questions, I mean, I'm not an expert, but maybe I can answer a question that you have. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!